Happy Saturday, Connect fam, and welcome to another episode of the Connect Network TV. I'm your host, Sandy Glant, along with my co-host, Wendy Morales. Stitches has the day off. So, Wendy, how you doing?
I am doing great, Sandy. Business is great. Summer's going great. My tan is going great. So all is wonderful.
That's good to hear. Yes. All things are vibing. I love it. Well, perfect. Let's dive right into our segment, Social Media Uncensored. We're delving into a topic that's become inseparable from our daily lives, and that's the IG, the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok, social media across the board, and discussing its profound impact on our mental health. We'll also explore how constant connectivity affects our well-being, and it's a crucial discussion because social media has transformed how we communicate and perceive ourselves, but it's also brought out new challenges. And studies now show that a prolonged use can contribute to feelings of anxiety, depression, and even isolation. So do you ever experience these feelings, Wendy, even as an adult?
Not on a normal basis, but I can tend to experience the feelings. You have to remind yourself to take a step back and maybe sometimes take a step away and get regrounded and really remember the positive things that social media and the social platforms are for, as far as business wise. So what about you, Sandy?
Yeah,
Do you ever experience that?
I feel like I feel like I've always had a positive experience with it, although I've put boundaries in place. So I don't go on social after 4 when I'm with my kiddos. I try and be really strategic just on how my day is planning. I have to say summer has been quite a wild, wild west in our house because I've had to shift my working hours to afternoon hours and just trying to get into the new groove and flow of a summer schedule. So once I get that down, I'll have those boundaries and schedule in place. But for the most part, I like to be off social by 4 p.m. and then spend that time with my family, my kids, my husband, and be really intentional about quality time offline.
Those are great guidelines. And those are some really great tips, Sandy. Just having a time where you dedicate to social media. I think that's a really huge tip that many of us could use.
Yeah, well, hopefully it helps some of our viewers out there. And we're going to dive in here a little bit more because I know that I hear a lot about the pressure to present this curated version of ourselves online can lead to some feeling this distorted sense of reality. And it's important to recognize how scrolling through, that endless scroll on our feeds can affect our mood and our self-esteem. And I'll even say for me, if I find myself getting short with my kids because I'm on social, I'm like, okay, it's time to get off. But as we dive deeper into this topic, what are some of the specific psychological effects, Wendy, you've noticed among even your peers, your kids, or maybe even clients when it comes to social media?
I think most, more than anything is the feeling of having to keep up, whether it's in business, whether it's in personal life, all the things, whether it's travel, but the feeling of having to keep up, I think puts a lot of pressure, and psychologically, you're affected because you're asking yourself, why am I doing enough? Why am I not doing this? And so I think that can really take a toll on someone. How about you, Sandy? Do you see a psychological effect? I know you work a lot closely with clients and coaching.
Yeah. I think that it really depends on the boundaries you put in place. One of the things my husband said to me was use social media, don't let it use you. And I think of that every time that I'm on it too much, or I'm getting distracted and finding myself scrolling when I shouldn't be. So I think that it's important we have those boundaries, but I think everybody gets sucked into that trap. I don't think any of us are immune to it because it's so readily available. And I think that we will be our biggest either asset or liability in this, whether how much we are using it for our own benefit versus letting it use us. And research indicates that social media triggers dopamine releases in the brain, creating a cycle of reward and reinforcement. reinforcement. This can lead to behaviors that resemble addiction, such as feeling withdrawal symptoms when you're not online. I feel like I felt that before. I felt like, that need. I definitely felt that dopamine hit, like when I get on and when I use it. So Wendy, what are some of the ways you try to avoid falling into this social media rat race?
Well, I think I take it back to everything that you already said, just setting boundaries, and knowing how much time to spend on it, and really knowing the difference of what's really real and what really you can apply to your life, and knowing how to separate those, because it can get really, it could really put pressure on a person.
Yeah. And, they even say, psychologists are saying, don't let your kids on there before they're like 14 or 15 years old because of these addictive behaviors. So, I mean, look, if we struggle as adults, how do we expect our kids to be able to manage it?
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Well, it's important to prioritize self-care and self-awareness. So take regular breaks, engage in offline activities that bring you joy, and seek support if you feel your social media use is impacting your well-being or relationships.
Yes, Sandy, finding a balance that works for you, prioritizing real life connections, and being mindful of your digital habits can lead to a happier, more fulfilling experience, both online and offline. So stay tuned, Connect family, because coming up, we have a truly exceptional guest joining us, Karina Safarova. If you're ready to reboot your life, this is a segment you're not going to want to miss.
Hi, everybody. I'm Fern Malice. I was the creator of New York Fashion Week, and now I have a consulting business. And I'm also the author of Fashion Icons by Fern Malice. And I have books 1 and 2, which are fabulous, full of great interviews. You can buy the book set at Nordstrom, or buy the books independently at Amazon or other great booksellers. You can follow me on Instagram and find out more about my events and everything I'm doing. It's at Fern Malice. And I'm happy to be here on the Connect Network TV.
I'm Jessica Cherry, founder of the award-winning blog Life of a Cherry Wife. If you're looking to follow for mom and lifestyle content, fashion, Latina life, and good vibes, this is the place for you. Head over to www.lifeofacherrywife.com for the latest in these areas. Follow me on social at Life of a Cherry Wife.
Late at night, I walk alone and breathe. Your eyes staring.
Hi, I'm Ananda Lewis. I help women thrive. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Ananda Lewis, or on my new app, Elixir, available in all app stores right now. And you're watching the Connect Network TV.
If you are ready to keep your hair, scalp, skin, and lips hydrated this season, our vegan and gluten-free all-purpose moisturizers are just for you. Carefully formulated with fine ingredients to purify and nourish the skin and scalp at the same time without harsh chemicals. Shop It's Made For Me today. The end result will be strong, healthy hair and smoother, softer, clearer skin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Princess Sarah Culberson, and I'm committed to empowering women
to really take on their dreams. You can learn more about me at I Am Princess Sarah on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and you are watching Connect Network TV.
Welcome back to the Connect Network TV. We have a very special treat for you today. Joining us is Karina Safarova, a once-in-a-lifetime relationship coach, entrepreneur, neuropsychologist, RRT therapist, and wellness alchemist specializing in reboot techniques. Welcome to the show, Karina.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm very excited.
Karina, we are so honored and very excited to have you and hear your story. Let's start by kicking things off and you sharing your epic journey. How did you make your way to the USA as a refugee, and what keeps you motivated every single day?
Well, my story is really awakening, a story of resilience and how not to give up and always follow the light. So yeah, I came to United States 2 years ago as a refugee from Ukraine. And I never felt myself miserable. I was so excited, literally, to start my new life from the very beginning, to reinvent myself. So my story is evidence of what is possible. So through my story, I can show that anything is possible. Anything. I had to reinvent myself. I had to rebuild myself. And I feel now that I'm living my best life. Literally, I'm just scratching the surface. And I think that life is not about blaming or playing a victim or judging. It's about living, being in a perfect flow, being with the sense of awareness at the same time with this sense of urgency, like being present and doing today the best what you can do with every single day, being your best every day, be more knowledgeable, more gratitude, more love, more self-love. So it was really challenging, but it gave me so much power, so much wisdom. So this is kind of experience, and I share this experience because you will never ever find it in the books or read it somewhere. I've gone through this dark place and I made it, and I learned so many lessons.
So, Karina, I'd love if you could dive a little bit deeper. I would love to hear what you were leaving or escaping, because you mentioned it as you were giving us your intro, but I'd love for you to dive in a little bit deeper if you could.
Yeah, so the war started. Ukraine with Russia, unfortunately. I don't want to talk about politics today. So I've escaped from the war. My mother, she's still in Ukraine, and I speak to her, and she's still smiling. She's in a bombshell sometimes, unfortunately. But I see now life totally different. I had a massive shift in my mindset, and I spread this message of mindfulness. It's really awakening. So I came here, people have already good life here. This is an amazing country. I didn't have documents. I didn't have social security number, zero connections, no credit history. But I was excited. Like I already had a great strategy in my head that, okay, I'm going to bring to this country such a value. I'm going to be valuable. I'm going to be useful. And, you can always be a blessing to somebody. Even, in the biggest cloud, you can be a rainbow. So at that point, I was a blessing sharing my story. And it helped so many people to rise and win.
And Karina, you're also not just about personal triumphs, but you've also launched the Life Makeover Academy. So tell us, what's the scoop on this incredible educational project and how does it rock the world?
Yeah, the idea of life makeover, because I work with body, mind, and soul. So it's physical transformation, emotional transformational, and also mental and spiritual, which is important. So life makeover is a place where you can reinvent yourself, and you get a plan and strategy, how you build your life, implementing new habits, new rules, and new attitude. Because if you cannot change the situation sometimes. You cannot change some things. You cannot control them, and overthinking kills happiness, like I say. But you can always change your attitude, energy, different. You can vibrate with different frequency, especially for women. It's very important the frequency you vibrate. That's why I say I never ever felt miserable. I never looked miserable. I came here without money, but I always looked like a high value woman.
You do. You're beautiful. And, you know, your attitude, it was everything to get you where you needed to be. So how do your powerhouse skills in neuropsychology and therapy amp up your coaching and those mind-blowing workshops that you've been rocking? Because I've been watching. Yeah.
Thank you. So in my workshops, in my academy, I use this RATT method, which is rapid transformational therapy, and method of red pill. I work through certain questions, and you question yourself and you watch how your body feels, like where is my mind? Because body, mind, and soul is connected. Physiology, that's what's very important. When you change your physiology, you change your emotions. And when you change your emotions, you change your decisions. And life is about taking high quality decisions. I work a lot with wellness. When my clients comes to me, I start with work with blood work, questioning how your hormonal state is, how your day looks like, how you feel in general. Mindset is not enough. Thoughts and all this, it's good, but how your physical body looks like. This is crucial. Your energy, your emotional state. It only works perfectly together. And that's why I do this retreats reboot, where you do meditations, you do breath work, you do some special exercises and assessments. And I use different protocols, very different, like tailor-made approach, especially for women. Our hormonal system is changing per month, like it's crazy. Like we are very, very emotional human beings and very fragile.
So, Karina, your wellness retreats, I hear, are all the buzz. So, tell those that may want to tap in. What is the vibe like? How do you help folks zen out and feel like their best selves?
They're different. It can be one day, it can be 1 week, it can be the weekend, but every retreat is life-changing. Every retreat. Because you reboot your body, you reboot your mind, and you reboot your soul. At the end, you feel yourself very, very good, because feeling well is a strategy. You cannot wake up and, wow, I feel great. You have to work on this. There is no magic pill. You have to look after your body. You have to look after your soul. You have to look after your mind. Watch what you eat, watch people you follow, because social media, like it's the same like frequency. It can create and it can destroy. So in my retreats, we connect with ourselves, and we reboot our body and mind and the whole system, and working with these limiting beliefs and identifying what is genuinely good for me and for my body, prioritizing healthy living, healthy eating, healthy thinking, being present, learning how to be present. This is important, because when you learn how to be present, then you finally start enjoying life and you discover this pure joy of living. And you start getting this excitement in life. Like I have tons of clients, very wealthy, super successful. They don't have excitement. When they come to me for my retreat, the problem is anxiety, overthinking, and no excitement. The idea is to create this excitement in life and things to look forward to, and to wake up healthy and happy and excited and being extremely happy to start your new day, and every day to be more knowledgeable, more fit, more fabulous. This is the idea.
Absolutely. I love that. And before you go, I would love for you to spill the tea on all of the TLC products. So
Yes.
What's the scoop on the goodies and how do they fit into your awesome wellness vision?
Oh my God, this is absolutely the best discovery for myself because I'm very holistic. I have diploma of neurophysiologist. I also got a certificate of holistic practitioner. And I always say that the food is your medicine, and all supplements, they also should be on natural ingredients. And I'm totally against all this Ozempic. People try to become fit doing these synthetic peptides. This is very bad. So a TLC is the best because it's natural ingredients like 5-HTP, which is griffonia. It gives you energy, it gives you focus. And TLC products are really amazing. I take them by myself, and that's why I'm super productive every day. I'm super focused. I always have a lot of energy, and my day every day is full of this great meetings, great outcomes, because when you work, you give a lot of energy. You need to reboot somehow. So this is great solution, especially even for women who want to to lose weight, but without Ozempic, without all these critical movements, and also for focus. Many people in the United States go for Adderall. Adderall is also not very good. You become addicted, and it's all synthetical. So TLC is the best. I really like it, and I advise it to my client, and you definitely need this protocol. I call it life-changing protocol, TLC. We created it with Stormy. So it's you take 1 capsule of energy and then tropical punch, and it's delicious, and it gives you energy, and you feel happy and healthy and fit.
How can people shop for TLC with you and join your retreats? Tell us how they can do that.
For TLC, there is a special link in my account on social media, how they can buy products, and I tell about the products. So on my account on Instagram, they can go and find the link, buy my favorite wellness products. And to book my retreat or session or life-changing mastermind, now we are doing retreats on the boat, like on the yacht, because water and ocean is great frequency, and you can do breath work and meditation, and it feels totally different because you have this wind, and it's really also life-changing, an amazing experience. So on my Instagram account, I have a menu in my bio, and you can book their session, call with me, and also find the link how to buy these TLC products.
I love it. Well, your dedication to transforming lives through education, coaching, and wellness is incredibly inspiring.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we're so glad to have you here. Connect fam, sit back and relax because we'll be right back.
I'm Kate McGuire, the founder of Converted Closet on Instagram. And if you like original clothes and would like to get the most out of your wardrobe, follow me for inspiration on Instagram and I'll show you how. You'll never look back. You're watching the Connect Network TV.
Goodbye to signs of aging and inflammation caused by an imbalance in the trillions of microbes on your skin's microbiome surface. The Dermabiome Collection by Green Beauty is a groundbreaking blend of science and nature designed to restore your skin's delicate ecosystem and soothe skin irritation, offering a one-of-a-kind solution not found elsewhere on the market. Gleam Beauty, changing lives, one face at a time.
Johnson, and I help people rock their better. I help people connect with their happy. And you're watching Connect Network TV.
Hi, I'm Dondre Whitfield, and go check out my book, Male vs. Man, and you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Give me that faith. Give me that fashion. 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 Welcome to the house of faith and fashion.
Hey, beautiful people, it's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, Connect family, that's all the time we have for today. We hope that you've enjoyed today's insights and stories as much as we have.
That's right. And remember, you can catch all of our past episodes by binge watching them Netflix style on our website at theconnectonline.com. In the meantime, you can keep up with me at Sandy Gland, S-A-N-D-I Gland. Wendy, where can they find you?
You can keep up with me at Gone with the Wendy as well.
Amazing. Well, be safe, and we will see you right back here next week. Have a great weekend.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.